what was the exact amount of weight that you lost working with us?
So in those 6 weeks, I was down, I think, 29 pounds. Um, or sorry, not 6 weeks, 12 weeks.
I was
And
like, damn, bro. I was like, damn, we were going fast, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I made it there pretty quick. And since then, my goal's just kind of been to maintain. And I actually had my lowest weigh in yesterday. Just really pretty close to my lowest that it's been since I started. So but I feel like I'm still getting stronger and still, getting leaner and all that stuff. So it's going well.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. And for you, what exactly were you looking to change when you did join?
Um, I just kind of gotten in a rut where for probably 3 or 4 years where, kind of just keep pushing it off. I'll wait till this opportunity arises to be able to, get back into it. Things slow down at work or, whatever. There's a million excuses. And finally I just said, man, you gotta do something different. And what I felt like I needed was just some accountability. I'm not the type of person to miss stuff if I'm scheduled to do it or if somebody's counting on me to do it. So just having that, the coaching with you guys and just the support and just having somebody kind of looking over my shoulder and saying, hey man, uh, this is what you need to be doing. This is your goals. And I needed that accountability, and that's what was big for me.
Why do you think having that accountability with us helped you so much compared to maybe things you've done before?
Um, Yeah, that's a good question because I feel like I'm a pretty self-motivated person.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think part of it is you kind of get in that routine. I've got two young kids where you almost feel like you're neglecting them by doing something other than, spending time with them. Um, I found ways around that. And again, I think that was just another excuse to put it off. Once you kind of get out of the rhythm, get out of shape, it's tough to start back onto it. The first couple of weeks are really hard, and so it's easy to just say, I'll do it next week. But when you have somebody that you're accountable to, and you guys are, pushing for our success and hoping for that, and really encouraging that, you almost feel like you're letting somebody else down other than just yourself. Um, and so that's kind of where that was pretty helpful.
Yeah, man, it makes a ton of sense. And I know for you, you're a career focused, successful guy, you're a family man. Have you seen this impact those areas of your life as well?
Yeah, I mean, I really have. Just I used to, at work in particular, I would get a lot of back pain. I stand all day, and I'd be just stiff and tired at the end of the days. I don't have that anymore. I have zero back pain now.
Awesome.
And then just yeah, when I would get home, I'd be kind of beat. Mentally almost more than physically, but it was a little bit harder to chase the kids around you know, wanted to sit more, kind of that kind of stuff. So it's definitely affected that as well.
Mhm. Was there anything that, we did specifically in terms of working out or like how you're eating or anything like that, that you feel like was really the turning point for those things specifically when it comes to your back and how you were feeling?
I mean, just the workouts just being kind of full body stuff, more core stuff. But then also just making it flexible, making it easy to follow, and not super detailed. Like here's what you need to eat. This is when you need to eat it. It's a lot more flexible. Like there was two goals. Here's your calories. Here's your protein. I mean, that's not much. Be a lot. You can't make it much easier than that. And then the workouts. I mean, we're pretty straightforward and simple. Part of what I wanted when I came into this was to be able to work out at home. So I have dumbbell set and bands, and that's all I've used this whole time. And again, with the young kids at home, I didn't want to spend time going to the gym, getting back, and so I wanted to have something that was flexible that I could do at home while while I'm still around them.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, it's like the big mindset that we take on is helping you guys eliminate the decision fatigue, and it sounds like it did that pretty well for you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome, man. Do you feel like there's just a overall impact that you've had working with us?
Um, can you say that again? Just, what do
Do
you
you
mean
feel
by
like,
that? I guess.
yeah, like do you feel like there's been like one just large overall impact as a result of working with us?
Um, I mean, the biggest thing is just I feel better. I look
Yeah,
better. I have more energy. Those are the biggest things. I got back some of that. Um, uh, just discipline with, I'm really disciplined at work and things like that. And I lost that discipline at home. And so getting that back was huge too. Just, you know, like you said, like you guys preach default actions and just making it what you do. And I've gotten to the point where I've kind of feel anxious or nervous if I'm, not able to get a workout when I want to, and with the flexibility of the program, that's where I've found ways to, okay, maybe today I can't, but tomorrow I can, and get caught up by the end of the week. And um, that flexibility is nice too.
yeah, that's awesome. That's like where it really starts to stick long term is when you start to experience cognitive dissonance if you don't work out, right? Like the fact that you're
Yeah.
telling me that you feel nervous or anxious if you don't do a workout now, it's probably a big change from what it was when you first started. It was probably quite the opposite. It probably felt a little weird to be working out because you weren't used to it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, man, it's a perfect example of just how the identity shift changes things long term and make sure that this is something that actually sticks for you. And do you feel like that this is something that you're going to be able to just sustain really for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I really do. I don't see any reason why I can't. And that's the thing about um, the progress pictures and things like that I think are huge because you look back and you're like, man, I don't want to be that guy again. I think, one of our check-ins, I talked to you a little bit too, just about my health is better. My resting heart rates today was 49. It
That's
was never
awesome.
that, prior to this stuff. Lab work, things like that are better. Just blood pressure's better, all those things too. And that's really what, you know, motivated me to get this going is I do have the two young kids at home, and I was like, man, you're unhealthy. Uh, I don't want to have a heart attack when I'm 45 and not be around for them. So that was a big driving factor that got me going.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. I wish more fathers took your example and applied it to themselves, right? And took that action, that leadership that you did by doing something like this and really just making a permanent change in your life. So I'm super proud of you, dude. And just speaking from the frame of being a son who had an unhealthy father, this is something that sons and daughters all around the world would kill for, a dad that is willing to take this action and take this change. So I appreciate you doing that. And I appreciate you having the cojones to come on here and share your story about how everything went. So I appreciate it. It means the world to me and it means the world to your kids and your family and all the other families that are going to be impacted by this video and just impacted by any kind of health changes that they make. So I appreciate you dearly, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, brother.